Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm gonna show you which tools I use for charting on a daily basis, which I think are essential as an ICT trader. So yeah, let's hop in all the tools. I have got a favorite bar up here. So you can go into the menu, and if you find a tool which you find helpful, you can press the little star and then it will pop up inside your toolbar. So now I'm not using the arrow. So let's go over the toolbar. Let's pick a fresh chart. Let's remove everything. So what I like to do is have daily separators. So I use the vertical line for that. So I always like to have a line on New York midnight. Now I have the opacity a little bit lower, so it's not a clear thick line. So it's a little bit a little bit less of a shade. Um, then you can type, for instance, Monday. Um, and I've got the text orientation on vertical, so it's on the bottom of this line. So bottom, vertical, and now I've got my daily separator. Let's put another one on the next day. So this one could be called Tuesday. And there you have it. You have your whole Monday, for instance, on this one. Now you can also save templates. So what you have to do is this bar which shows up when you click on a tool. So on this case the vertical line, you can click on it. Then you have this left thingy on the left on the bar. Then you can save drawing template as. So this is, for instance, a Tuesday. So you can go to save drawing template as, and then you type in Tuesday, and then confirm. And now the next time you use your bar, you can go to the same menu and there should be an option for Tuesday. Now you can use this for every tool. So this is not just for the vertical line. You can use it for every tool. Now let's move on to the trend line, which I guess everyone uses. So trend line, you can use it for everything. I will use it for daily opening price. I will use it for liquidity, for order blocks, for anything you can imagine. It's just a nice tool to have, and opposite from the horizontal line, which is also in here. The horizontal line will be from all the way to the left to the right, so without stopping. So that's why I prefer the trend line. And same with the trend line, you can put on text like minus OB, put it on the right or on the top or the bottom, and then you have it. Same as the vertical line, you can go to templates and you can save drawing as. You see I have quite a list over here. So just figure this out for yourself on the charts. If you see something you like, you can save it. For instance, this is daily opening. I use DOP as a abbreviation. I click on it. I don't have to type anything, so that's easy. Now let's move on to the next tool, which is a parallel channel. I use this one for fair value gaps. So if you know what a fair value gap is, I have an example over here. So I like to use it with fair value gap. So I click on the most left candle first. I click and hold down shift, because otherwise it's not in a straight line. So if I hold shift, it will automatically go in a straight line. So then click again, then you can pull it down or up, and then I will put my mouse on the candle and click, and now you have your fair value gap. Now I have the magnet on here on the left. If you have it off, it will not automatically snap onto the candles. So I always have it enabled. This is my preferred way to put on the tools on TradingView. So now you can hold shift again, and then you can go left and right. If you don't hold shift, this will happen. So always hold shift if you want a straight line. And this is basically what I use for a fair value gap. Now you can use like different colors for different time frames, but I use one color, and I put a little bit of text in it. For instance, this is a 1 hour chart, so I will put a 1 hour fair value gap, and I put it like this, so I know this is a 1 hour fair value gap. So if I go to the 30-minute, I still know this is the 1 hour fair value gap, even though there's another fair value gap over here, but that's besides the point. So that's my parallel channel, important tool for me. Now onto the next tool, Fib retracement. Everybody knows this one. If I want to draw out my range, my trading range, I will just go from the top to the bottom, for instance like this. And right now it's not a Fibonacci retracement because I've adjusted the settings. But if I go to my OTE tool, you can see I have my Fibonacci. So if you want to look for the settings, these are the settings I use. So the OTE levels in red, as you see on the chart, and then 0, 1, and equilibrium or 0.5 is black. I use this Fibonacci retracement for more stuff. So when I draw out my Asia range, I like to use a Fibonacci as well. So for example, if I have my Asia range, this is just an example. If this is the Asia range and I go from top to bottom and I pick out my Asia range save template, you can see it draws standard deviations automatically. Now I'll put on the settings so you can see what I use. It's just simple. 0 and 1 are the standard points where you draw it from, so that's a different color for me. And then the rest, all the standard deviations are in black, so you know which are the deviations. So very handy tool. There's probably more uses for it, but these are the two main uses which I use the Fibonacci retracement for. Now on to the next tool, the rectangle. I like to use this one for drawing my premium and discount range. So if I have this Fibonacci and I can draw my my premium level and my discount level of the range, I will always put a box on it, and then you go to colors. For example, you put in red. You can make the lines as clear and unclear as you like. So opacity up and down, it's just your preference. So you can also save a template if you want. Now for discount I use green obviously, and same with all the other tools. You can write text in it. So discount, and I'll always put it in the center and inside. So you have discount on the inside. So this is one thing I use my rectangle box for. Make sure you use the tools which are clean for your eyes, right? So if you have a clean chart, you can spot your setups more easily. So yeah, don't put too much on your screen. It won't help you, in my opinion. So on to the next tool, long position. This is of course if you want to show somewhere where you went in, or you want to have a before chart, just a long position, and same with a short position. I've got both on the toolbar, so yeah, this is nice to have a chart before and after. Nothing too much about these two. I have path, so you click once, you draw, you click again, then you have your path you can draw. So if I keep clicking, I can make it like a ladder or anything, and if I double click, it will end, and the arrow will end also on the end of the line. So yeah, this is just pretty simple. I put it on a chart to see how I think price should move. So yeah, this is actually a good tool to look in hindsight where you thought price would head into or anything like that. So actually this is all the tools, these are all the tools I use. There's nothing much more I use on TradingView. Sometimes if you have TradingView Premium, you can use this box over here and split your chart in two. So let me get my template back because this is dark. So if you have TradingView Premium, you can use like two different screens on one screen, so two different charts on one screen. I use this for instance, having in a 1 hour and a 50-minute, or I use it to spot SMT, for instance, between Euro USD or DXY. So this can be pretty handy too. But if you don't have it, just put, like, if you have two screens, you can put two browsers next to each other. That's fine too. One more thing is a little bit handy. This is not a tool, but you can click on the plus button next to the symbol. So if I, for instance, go to Euro USD and I do plus and then go to DXY, because there you can compare them for SMT and that kind of stuff, you have them overlapping in the chart. So it's easier to spot if you have SMT. Now you can double click on the line and make it, for instance, candles, if that's easier for your eyes. So yeah, that's how you can gauge SMT. And we actually have SMT right now. If you can see, we have this high, right? That's this high over here. And then we have this high. So we have a higher high on DXY, but not a lower low on Euro USD. So this is SMT. So yeah, this is pretty handy, but it's not a tool. And if you want to remove it, you can just how do I remove it again? Oh, you can click on here, sorry. So you click on here again. It's almost forgetting how to remove it. So when you selected it, there's a little thingy over here. You can click it and it will be removed. So yeah, just a short video about this. I don't use indicators at all, only tools. So this is my toolbar. So for the guys asking what I use, this is a short video about it. Hope it's helpful. And if you have questions about TradingView or anything, you can leave a comment down below. And if you find it helpful, please drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.